Sixers fans, how we feeling out there? Well, y'all, last night I watched my first NBA game since we were eliminated. And y'all, I have to admit that watching the Miami Heat go up 3-0 against the Boston Celtics is helping me get through my grieving process. So, yeah, of course, I'm still devastated and disappointed that we weren't able to beat the Celtics and get out the second round. But y'all, I would rather go 7 games against a higher seeded team and get eliminated than to advance and get swept by a lower seeded team. So it's crazy what Miami is doing to the Boston Celtics. And y'all, I follow the Boston Celtics fan groups and their local news, and I'm listening to the national media, and I'm hearing things like, this is what they're saying about the team. They're saying that they're soft, they're quitters, they have no heart, they're getting punked, they need to fire their coach, and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, oh my God, that was like us last week. But y'all, this has got to be even more embarrassing to get swept. And of course, they haven't played their 4th game yet, but all indicators are telling me that Boston is going to run away with this series, because I feel like basketball is more than being just physical. A lot of it is mental. And right now, the Heat is in the Celtics' heads right now. And yeah, it's crazy. So it's like, I think even if we had, let's say we had beaten Boston and got to the next round, y'all, Miami I think they would give us problems, because I feel like they are playing such great basketball right now. And it starts from coaching with Eric Spoelstra down to Jimmy Butler, being that alpha player that he is. The other team, the other players on the team, just kind of feeding off of that energy and just being contributors and confident in the ball movement. That's, everybody touches the ball. It's just a beautiful thing when basketball is played the right way. And, there would be times I would do Sixers videos and I would say, oh my God, we had great ball movement and everybody is locked in. And then the next game, it's like, well, what happened? We're not doing what we was doing that was working. So that would be a little frustrating. But what I'm seeing in the Miami Heat is the consistency, night in and night out. It doesn't matter which game it is. Those guys are playing aggressively and they're playing smart basketball throughout the whole series. So, yeah, it's very, for me, it's fun to watch being a basketball fan. But what that tells me is what I would like to see is, of course, firing Doc Rivers was the step in the right direction. I want to see a coach come in with a winning attitude, a coach that has a winning experience, that's going to get the best out of Joel Embiid. Now, of course, Doc was able to get him, to win MVP, on his watch. But I feel like I want a coach not only to unlock Embiid, but also all of the players, because I do feel like a lot of the players sacrificed their games for Embiid so that he could win MVP. So I want a coach that's going to come in and look at the team as a whole. And I would like to see the offense going through, another player other than Embiid. I feel like the offense always ran through Embiid. And for me, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing the same way and expecting a different result. So what would be nice is if we could surround, I'm not one of these people who want to trade Embiid. He's still very talented, y'all. I think the issue that we have is we're expecting him to be something that he's not. He's not that alpha player out there. So I think if we keep Embiid and we surround him with 1 or 2 strong alpha players, that would, help not just him, the team. I don't know who that is right now. I don't even know how we even get those kind of players. I know Kyrie is a name out there. Dame is a name, But what I'm also learning by watching Miami is we don't need superstars, y'all. We don't need these all-stars or these big name players out here. Like for me, Just get me a player that is hungry, a player that wants to win, a player that don't want to lose, a player that has something to prove. To me, those are the kind of players that I want. I don't care about these big name players anymore. I really don't. So, yeah, I'm feeling that this offseason is going to be insane. I do think Daryl Morey is going to do some things that will put us back on track and have us be contenders, once again. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of this postseason. I'm rooting for Jimmy and Miami Heat, but I am also looking forward to the moves that we make to get us ready for next season. So with that, y'all, I'm hoping that things happen where we will once again have a reason to clap our hands for our Philadelphia 76ers.